Good evening. I referenced on my courtesy to the floor that I would address the agenda item in the letter of whoever will become the next school board president after tonight's reorganizational vote. The content of what I have to say is not specifically about that, but it goes to that person to handle. Again, I'm David Hauser. I'm the assistant high school principal. I'm speaking tonight on the advice of my legal counsel. Since last June, I have been the subject of Mr. Bradley's ridicule and false claims. Over the past 6 months, Mr. Bradley has lied to the parents, residents, and students of this district from the pulpit of his elected position. The following claims have been made against me, which is completely false. 1, Mr. Bradley claimed that I strip searched the student. Number 2, Mr. Bradley claimed I shared, quote, sexually explicit imagery on my social media. Again, each of these claims is false and serve only to harm my reputation. Last June, I did conduct searches of students based on reasonable suspicion that they possessed contraband items. My work was directly supervised by the building principal and subsequently evaluated by the assistant superintendent, and solicitor, all of whom found no wrongdoing when one described it as being, quote, textbook. It is my belief that Mr. Bradley's claims are a method of retaliation and intimidation by an elected official in response to a complaint that I filed against him earlier this year. At June's board meeting, Mr. Bradley publicly distributed an unlawful harassment report which contained information that served to identify me personally as a complainant. I filed this report because Mr. Bradley described me in front of a student and a parent as, quote, terrible, prejudiced, and as someone who gets excited to search students because I'm, quote, looking to score. He filed a right to know request for the policy 348, I believe that's the number, reporting form for unlawful harassment. And when nothing came of that right to know, because I didn't use that form, I used a different means, he subsequently filed the right to know for all emails from me, Mrs. Howland, and Mr. Cleaver. Only from that time period, the week before the searches and the direct weeks subsequent. Last week, that right to know appeal went before Judge Nanovic. In my opinion, under my right to free speech and expression, I question whether that right to know was filed in the name of transparency or in the name of intimidation. Mr. Bradley's actions have caused personal and professional stress, and it's led to continued harassment and embarrassment. Through local media, YouTube, email, and Facebook, Mr. Bradley has furthered these false claims. Now, 6 months later, I have had it with this nonsense. I am demanding the following actions on the advice of my attorney. 1, the district release an official statement clearing me of any wrongdoing and affirming Mr. Bradley's claims are false. 2, the district issue to me a formal apology for the damage done to my professional and personal reputation. It is my hope that the board and the next president acts quickly and definitively unless it wishes to assume the vicarious liability of Mr. Bradley's actions. Thank you.
Hearing no more